Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and today I'm just going to share a couple of small projects that I'm working on. I'm using the Noel digital kit from the Craft Room, designed by Shabby Art Boutique. The kit comes with these envelopes, and they look like this, and there's, I don't know, probably 9, and they're 3 different sizes. This is the largest one. And I have already cut it out and inked the edges. And I put a eyelet up here, and you'll see why later. I wanted to go ahead and get it prepared so that I could show you what I'm doing. What I plan to do is make a pocket here and a pocket back here, and then decorate the outside. And the items in the pockets will have the Christmas messages. So this will be like a Christmas card, or it could even have a gift card in it or something, but I plan to put some of the ephemera inside this. So what I did first was pick out what I wanted behind here. This needs to be glued on before I do anything else. And so what I did was I just measured this piece here, and then I cut a piece to fit, and I inked around the edges and cut this with a circle hole punch. So this front here will be the first pocket, and this will be the second pocket. So what we'll do now is just glue this down on these 2 edges. That's the first thing, so let's do that first. We're just gonna glue these 2 edges, and we're doing this before we put the envelope together to make this pocket. And this piece will just fit right in here. And that makes our first pocket. The next thing I'll do is go ahead and glue the envelope together. So these 2 sides need glue on them and then pressed on here. So I'll do that next. So now I have my envelope, and I have a pocket here and a pocket here. And I've already selected what I want to put in the pockets. This back pocket, I'm going to put this tag in here. But I wanted this little handle here to stick up so that it's easier to pull out. So I'm going to glue that on and just give it enough height that it can be pulled out. So let me do that next. I can't have it come up too high because then I won't be able to close the envelope. Okay, so that's what goes in the back pocket, and on the back side there's room for writing. So I thought this would be our Christmas message card. And in the front here, I've selected 3 things to go in there. The Christmas tree. These were little journal cards, and I just cut those to go in there. This tag, and then this little piece here. So that looks so pretty when you open up the envelope. You've got these pretty things to look at, and they'll have Christmas messages on them. And this is where you could tuck a gift card, and I may just use this for that. That's a good purpose for it. If I give it to a friend, I might just put a gift card for good for coffee at one of our coffee shops in town or something like that. Now, what I plan to do then is decorate this here on the front and here, and then I will put a ribbon through here and tie it closed. I'm going to come back to do that because I want to show you the other project, and then we'll do all the decorating at once. This is my other project. I don't even know what came in this little box, but I just wanted to use it, and I knew I could cover it with our papers and use it, and this little label here never would come off, so that needs to be covered up anyway. It has a magnet, and the sides are already printed like a book. So what I did was I selected my papers that I wanted to use, and then I measured each one to fit where it belonged, and I just put the box down and measured around it, and then I cut it out, and then I kept cutting in the edges enough so that I had just a tiny border of that burgundy. That gives it a real finished look, and this is inked also. So let me put the glue on this and go ahead and get this on the front. I had a fight with my glue this morning, but I think I got it working. It was all too thick. Okay, so this goes right on the front. There's just a slight burgundy border around the edge. I make sure that's pressed down really good because this is a slick surface that I'm gluing it on. I think the glue will hold it though. So there's our cover of our book. And then I picked out this to go on the side, and I did the same thing. I just measured it, and then I cut it out and cut it down a little bit so that some of the green right there would show. So we'll glue that on next. If I were doing a plain box, I would try to cover the whole thing, but with this having the colors, that kind of did okay with this. I just cut out separate pieces. So there's the front and side, and now let's do the back. And again, I measured that and cut it down a little bit. And this still shows, but I inked it, and I think it'll be okay. So let's put the glue on this. Never fails, the phone rings when I'm making a video, but it's not anything important. Okay, so there's the back. So we've got our cute little finished book, And we're going to come back and decorate this book, but I just am doing the basics for you now. Okay, this piece goes down in the bottom, and it's a lot smaller than the others because it needs to fit right down in there. So I will put some glue on here and get that in place. I think this box might have had a little ornament of some kind in it. But we're going to do something different. Okay, this goes right down in the bottom. And like I say, this box really made it easy because it was already printed with the book page sides, and the burgundy trim is plain enough that I can use it with these papers. So I didn't have to kind of try to cover all the sides and everything. Now we're going to cover this top. And I selected this right here. So we'll get that glued on. Okay, so there's our little book. The magnet doesn't work anymore. I was afraid of that. So we will tie it closed. I'll put a little latch on it. This paper is too thick and it covered up the spot where the magnet is. Then I have put together a little journal to go inside. And I'll fill it with pockets and decorations. And I put some sheet music in there. And what I did was use, there were, I think these pages maybe were meant to be cut apart and used as journal cards, but they were right next to each other, so I decided to make this little book out of it. So this little booklet will go right down inside, and it'll be tied closed, so you can just pull on the ribbon to get it out of there. Now when I come back, I will decorate these for you, and I'll be back soon. I've had company for Thanksgiving, and then the week or two before Thanksgiving, and I'm ready to get back to my crafting because there's no way I can concentrate to craft when there's so many people around. I hope you'll enjoy these little projects. I have a couple more things I want to make with that kit, and then I also do some scripture writing, and some of the pages are really nice for that, so I will be using the pages for that and decorate those, and I'll share those too if I actually get it done. But these are ready to decorate, and I'll be back real soon and show you what we're going to do. See you soon. I've been busy planning out my little box and the book that the journal that goes inside, and so we're going to put that together today. On the first part of the video, we got this started. On the box, I have decided to use a little lace and Santa and all kinds of things. So, and the rest of it, I had to stay pretty flat. Just going to put down some glue here. Oh, there we go. For this lace, it's just going to kind of be in the background. And I wanted to layer the Santa and have this tree sticking up behind him. So that's where I'll put the tree. these small projects end up being almost as much work as a big one. It's just doing the same thing but in miniature. And so you got to really love tiny things to be able to want to do this. But I think it'll make a precious gift. And I'm not going to glue every single thing on camera. I just wanted to get started here and let you see what I have planned out. I should have used my glue gun on it, but as usual, it's not heated up yet. So I'm just doing this and it'll hold just fine. So there's our cover. And what I plan to do, because this magnet doesn't work, is tie the whole thing with a ribbon that will come off. On this here, I would think that it would be a space to write a message as if this were a gift to and from, and a little Christmas message. Now this journal is going to fit right down inside here. And I thought I would do the binding here on camera. And I thought I'd put this stuff over here just a minute. Here it is. Now normally on a larger journal you would have three points on the edge, but I think 2 is going to be fine for this. And all I'm going to do is take my needle and poke it through. Like so. And get my thread. This is some thread that I had a long time ago. It's for candle wicking. And it's perfect for this purpose. So what I'm going to do is just put this through here, leave a tail on the inside, and take it back through from the outside. And then I will just tie it. Here we go. I know I was off camera, but I can't see what I'm doing. Come here, needle. Okay. Now, because this is small, I'm just going to tie this in a knot inside and a little bow. And that should hold it together just fine. Good old square knot that I learned to do in the Girl Scouts. And that will hold it, and then I'll just tie a little bow. Maybe. Okay, so we got the book bound, And I have it all planned out what to put on this book, and I'm not going to glue it all on camera. What I'm going to do is go off camera, finish this little book, and then come back. Be back in a minute. Okay, I've finished up the little box with the journal inside, and I'm going to open it up and flip through the journal for you. We did this cover just now on the video, and I think it turned out real nice. I just tied it closed with this pink ribbon, and I tied it up here, up higher, so that you could still see all the elements on the front here. So I'm just gonna untie this and take it off and open it up. And remember, this is for our to from, and then inside, tucked inside, is our little journal. And I tied it closed too, so it would be easy to pull out of there. I didn't use any lace in the journal. It's just so tedious and small, I didn't, but you could, of course, add lots of elements and make it fatter. But I just tied it with this pretty lace, and it comes right off. And so we'll just flip through this little journal. I didn't have any words small enough, so I tore one of the little labels that she had in the kit, and I have gotten some gel pens that are in the brown tones so that it goes better with this rather than bright with black. So I just wrote joy on it, and I put a little spray of flowers down here at the bottom. And we open it up to, this is the place that could be written on, so I just put peace on earth. I use this frame as a pocket, applied the rose on it, and it has two little ornaments inside. On here I used one of the frames for writing space and the angel at the bottom, and Season's greeting on this page because I love this all to show. On this page, I used the Merry Christmas as a pocket with a little angel inside. And on this, I used all the tiny elements. Whenever I cut out everything, I separated the larger elements, the bigger tags and things, pockets, the larger elements in another box, and the tiny ones in a small box. And that really worked out well when I was putting this together. This here is just a tuck spot with a Santa stamp and an ornament inside. This is just some writing space on a plain tag with the spray of roses at the top. The word believe. Okay, I made a pocket out of this tag and inserted the star. So all of these are plain on the back so that they can be written on. On this page, I have used one of the small envelopes here as a flip so that the flap of the envelope is on this side, and I just glued it across here and just a little bit here and here so I'd have a tuck spot for this angel tag. I just decorated this with a spray of the roses again, and it opens up and has a little tag inside. Then on the music here, I just decided there's a little bit of room to write down here, so I used just a ribbon with some holly and the cup with the Christmas tree on this side. I left this page blank for writing. I didn't put anything on this page because of the beautiful design on there. There's a little writing space here, so I just used a circle with the candle. And here I made a pocket out of this tag and inserted the circle with a sleigh on it. And that is the little journal. Now I could come back with lace and pearls and stickles and all sorts of things. But this gives you the basic idea of the design and what a beautiful gift this is going to be. So we finished this up, and now I'm going to go for a minute and decorate that envelope I showed you where I was making pockets out of it. So I'll be right back. I did go ahead and finish up the envelope. If you remember, I had put a whatever you call that in there so that I could tie this ribbon on, and so it's just wrapped around for closure. I'm gonna untie it so you can see what I did. I didn't do a terrible lot of stuff. On this side here, I have some real fine ribbon or lace, and it's real nice and flat, so I use that over here just to soften this up some more, and added the candlestick and peace on earth. And on this side, I put the lace on this side, poinsettias and Merry Christmas. And you'll remember inside I made a pocket in the front here, and I have these 3 items inside. Now you could write on these little Christmas messages, or even insert this whole thing into a journal if you wanted to. If you were to give someone a journal or a book, you could tuck this inside, and this would make such a beautiful gift. So we had used the music behind here to make this pocket, and then this pocket back here with a big tag in it. So if you gave this as a card, I would suggest writing your Christmas greeting here and some other little Christmas messages, words or phrases, and tuck in a gift card or some money would make a beautiful gift. So this is what we've done on this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I have 2 more projects that I want to do from this kit that I will share soon. We're going to do some candles, and we're going to do some rustic white Christmas trees and decorate them up with our lace and ribbons and ephemera. So I hope you'll stay tuned and come back when I can get to those. I don't think they're going to take a lot of time to do, and I may just do them and then come on camera and show you what I did, because they won't be difficult. It's just some great ideas that I had that I've seen and thought of, and so I gathered the things like this little book and the trees and things that I had that I wanted to add this kit, the papers and ephemera to. So I hope you're having a good December so far. We're heading into the Christmas season, and it's going to be here in a flash. So I wanted to finish up these projects from the Noel kit so that I can move on to have another Christmas kit that I want to do a couple things, and I think that's the one that I'll make Christmas cards out of. So I got a lot on my mind if I can have the time to do it, and I'm sure you understand that. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back soon.